Okay, I am so excited to be actually filming my first little part of this video. It actually feels like it's becoming real. So I really wanted to take, first of all, I'm sorry for my voice. I am sick currently when I'm filming this. So it is the 31st of May 2022. I'm currently about to sign the semen contract for Bambi's first foal. It honestly feels real, and I really want to take you guys through every little bit of this process, purely because this is also new to me and I have had to ask a lot of people for advice and help along the way, because I don't really know, because I've never done this before. I have no idea what to do. I am lucky to know a lot of people that have a lot of experience in breeding their own horses, specifically dressage horses, which is very helpful. So if you guys know me, I've never really been involved in the performance horse industry other than my own hobby. I've had a lot to do with the racing industry and breeding in the racing industry, but it's very, very different from performance horses, especially the regulations. It is very different, so different. And I'm finally breeding my first foal, which has actually been a plan of mine ever since I purchased Bambi. When I purchased Bambi, I immediately opened a savings account called Bambi's Baby, and I have been preparing for this time ever since. I've always known I've wanted to breed my own horse, and when I bought Bambi, I just knew that she was the one I wanted to foal from. I knew immediately, and nothing has changed, and it's just made me more and more excited. And another thing is, me being in Australia, I didn't think there was going to be a possibility of me actually using international semen, because I didn't realize there were companies within Australia that import the semen for you. I thought it was something I would have to go and do on my own. I did not know this was a thing that existed, and I just thought it was going to be out of the realm of possibilities because I thought it was going to be too complicated and too expensive. I'm going through a company called International Horse Breeders. Glennis is amazing. She's so helpful. She's been really helpful throughout this whole thing for me. I'd also like to say a special mention as well to Libby Sonta, who has helped me immensely throughout the whole start of this process and will be a vital part to this whole process, because not only has she helped me with this process of picking the stallion, as well as so many other people. I've gone to so many people for advice. Okay, quickly, don't panic, the sound isn't out. I am literally doing a voiceover over this because I am signing a semen contract in this video. However, we don't end up using this semen. We'll get to more about that later on in the video. However, this is Total Hope's semen contract that I sign. I'm not going to spoil anything. It's a roller coaster. But I wanted to include this because I did still do this. I did still go ahead with his semen at first. But yeah, so let's just continue on. You can watch me sign the contract, even though Total Hope is not the father of my foal. So just keep that in mind. Thank you. I have my contract for Total Hope semen right here. It includes 3 straws, which is obviously just 3 straws for the one mare, not trying to get other pregnancies. But yes, so I have this here and I'm ready to sign. I'm going to fill all this out and then I'm going to sign it. Okay, so I've filled out my thing and now I am going to sign down the bottom. And then we're ready for the next step. Done! It is Monday the 7th of November. I just got off the phone to my vet. All of the surrogates have been scanned. I don't know what surrogate I'm getting yet because we're just going to kind of go off which surrogate ends up being the most in sync with Bambi. So it's all planned. Tomorrow I'm taking Bambi to my vet and we're going to scan her and see where she's at and go from there, and then we'll make a plan going on. And I'm so excited. It's happening. I have so much on tomorrow. It's a massive day. It already was a massive day. And then she's like, oh, I can see you tomorrow. I was like, yeah, done. I'll make it work. We are home from the first scan. Bambi's halfway through her cycle.
So I've been given a PG to give her, which I will give her right now. Keep your neck forward. Good girl. Good girl. Ooh. Don't judge my needling skills. I'm not a vet, but I do know how to give intermuscular needles. I've done a lot of PGs before. From working, oh Bambi, from working in breeding for, or thoroughbred breeding for 3 years. But anyway, we're leaving her naked for the afternoon because horses tend to, some can sweat up a bit after a PG. But anyway, she's halfway through her cycle. So we've given her a PG and she's going to get scanned again on Thursday, which is in 2 days' time, to see where she's at. There's a chance we might have to abandon this cycle just because she is halfway through now. But hopefully, ooh, hopefully we don't. Yeah, she was an absolute freaking angel. I put hundreds, probably close to thousands of mares through crushes, specifically maidens, because obviously that's technically what she is, even though she's not going to be carrying this foal. We're going to have a big roll. But yeah, and I've never had a maiden mare behave as well as Bambi did. She did not flinch, she did not wriggle, she did not do a thing. She wasn't sedated. She was honestly beautiful. Are we going to roll or are we just going to pour at the ground? Just very slowly. Anyway, so yeah. She always likes to roll in the dirt. Yeah, she was an absolute angel. We are going to go back out Thursday. And if you guys don't know embryo transfers and things like that, because that's obviously what I'm doing with Bambi. Bambi's not carrying the foal herself. The mare herself, like the actual mother, aka Bambi, does actually have to be pregnant for 7 days before we transfer the embryo. So if the vet is happy with her cycle on Thursday, she will be inseminated and then hopefully preg tested positive 7 days after that, and then the embryo will be flushed. You're filthy. You are. Oh, the dust just went in my eyes. We will be back on Thursday. Turns out we're not breeding a horse, we're breeding a giraffe. Could graze on all the grass around, but picks the tree. Yep, makes sense. Oh, we're gonna go for the lower one.
Sweaty.
Okay, so today hopefully is the day that Bambi stays at the vet. So Bambi has been scanned 3 times now and she's tracking along really well. She is progressing a little slowly, which is fine and has actually helped us for this time around because we did the first scan when she was halfway through her cycle. So it is a Monday the 14th of November and I am going to take her to my vet's clinic at around 2, and which is only an hour away, so I'm gonna start getting stuff ready in a minute. But yeah, I am really hoping today is the day that she does stay there to get inseminated, because she got scanned on Saturday and Noelle, my vet, said, oh, she's coming along slowly, which is actually like this is a good thing. Like, it's not a bad thing because she's kind of making it, hopefully making good time. So she said, look, when you come back on Monday, bring her pajamas and some feed, because we might keep her in. Yeah, the reason I chose to do frozen and go to an international stallion is just because Here in Australia, the caliber of horses just isn't anything compared to your German horses. Bambi's bloodlines are also imported. Her father was imported to Australia, and her mother's lines are also imported. So it's she's very internationally bred all round, and so is her baby. Her baby's going to be as well. She's the only one that's not imported. But yeah, so I wanted to also have a vast range of stallions to choose from, and if I was just going to go fresh, chilled, I just didn't have the caliber of horses I was after. Obviously, Australia does have some phenomenal stallions and some really, really good ones at the top of the sport, but just comparing them to the German stallions, they just, in my eyes, couldn't compare, which is why I chose to go international, because they were I just preferred those horses more, and this one in particular that I've gone with. I'm really hoping that she'll be ready and she'll stay in, and then we'll have some more good news to follow. Okay, so Bambi is so slow. So it is 2 days later again. We don't want to give Bambi any drugs or anything like that to bring her on unnaturally, which is also really nice, and I really like that my vet is like that, because there is no rush for this whole breeding thing. So yes, we could put her on Regimate or something else like that, but in the end, we're not in a rush to get Bambi in foal. There's no rush. There's no reason to bring it on unnaturally. Sorry, I'm trying to put my boots on. But yeah, there's no rush on that, so we're just waiting and doing it on her time. But let's hope today's the day Bambi's ready. Oh my god, now I'm just leaving the vets now. I'm still in the property. I'm not on a public road or anything like that, so this is fine. I feel like a mother sending their kid off to school for the first time. I'm actually like a little bit emotional about it. So Bambi is staying. She's gonna get an injection tonight at 6 p.m. and then she's gonna get seen tomorrow, and hopefully, well, actually she will be in some. Noelle was so happy with her follicle. She said it was a beautiful big follicle. It was exactly what she wanted to see. Anyway, I'm about to get on a road, so yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Today we are taking Bambi to the vets, and she's gonna get preg tested, and if she's positive, she's gonna get her embryo flushed. So this is a bigger day than the past ones have been, because we are going to be collecting the surrogate mare on the way. Her name is Skittles. So we're going to have both horses on the float. I have actually never had two horses on my float before. Bambi has never been with another horse on the float ever. So this mare's really quiet. She's, you know, she was specifically picked by the person that I am leasing her off to be a surrogate. She's quiet, she's sweet, she gets along with every other horse, because these horses because she was specifically bought for this purpose. So let's just hope Bambi's happy with another mare on the float with her. She does love mares. She gets along with mares really well. So I'm hoping she'll be fine. But I'm going to put boots on her in case. And she will be on the float first. Obviously, Skittles will get on after. And yeah, so we're going to be taking both mares to the vets, because hopefully the embryo will be flushed and transferred into Skittles. So, and if Bambi is not pregnant, Skittles will still come back with me. Really excited. I am trying not to get my hopes up, but I really hope that Bambi has gotten pregnant the first time. I am bringing people with me today. Mum's coming with me, and Mum's nervous about the whole thing, so my auntie is also coming, because Mum gets really nervous with like horse things in general, and especially having two horses on the float when neither of them know each other, and just having two horses there. So I've also never towed two horses with my car. I know my car can do it. Like, it is made to be able to tow a lot more than what I'm about to tow, but it's just like a lot of things I haven't done before, so.
Look at all the horses down there. God.
Skittles.
Oh, she's taking.
Are you friends? Hi, Skittles. And Bambi. Oh.
Oh, Skittles, not grabbing you for the reason that I hope to be grabbing you for. So disheartening. That's okay. Take you home. Hello, horse. He's still coming home with me, but a bit of an unusual change of situation. I'll talk about it when I get home.
I feel like I'm starting all over again, but come with me to sign another semen contract. So, I'll take you through the whole process. So, they aren't able to see a pregnancy when they flush the embryo. They just look at the follicle and look if everything is in place for it to be okay, perfect, you know, and looking like it's going to be a positive scan. It's too early along to actually know, but anyway. So the next step is that they flush the embryo out, and they go through this whole thing, and they do like 3 flushes and look at the this cup, what filters all of the flush fluid through, and what's left in the cup should be the embryo. We did that 3 times and nothing. But I will tell you the stallion I was using, because I am not using him now. We were using Total Hope, and who is by Totalis, and is going very, very well at the moment in Grand Prix. He's a young Grand Prix horse. He competed at the World Equestrian Games, was green but had a lot of success and has had a lot of success on the international level for Grand Prix. Lately he's getting better and better. Anyway, we're not using him anymore because after the first flush, my vet Noelle told me, she's like, I didn't want to say this earlier on because obviously I'd already paid for the semen, I'd done all of that already. She's like, but I have not had a lot of hope with Total Hope. And I was like, oh, okay. And she's like, I'm just saying this because you might have to think of other options, because I had issues with another mare that was really, really good, showed everything perfect, and we tried 3 times. So you get 3 doses with Total Hope. Tried all 3 times and nothing with Total Hope. Switched stallions and she fell pregnant immediately. Now, Bambi flush completely clear, gave back all the fluid, and they kept saying how great she was. And throughout the whole pregnancy, she has done, her whole cycle, she's done everything right. And they kept saying she's an easy breeder. Like, the whole time they've been like, she is an easy horse to get in foal. Like, she's not the problem. And watching the fluid come out of her, the flush and everything, they kept saying, like, she's, like, the problem's not her. And so Noelle's like, you know, the good thing about this is we know that it's not her. We know it's the semen that's the problem. So I've called IHB, which is the International Horse Breeders, where I get the frozen semen from and where a lot of people get frozen semen from in Australia, and asked if they could do me a deal or something, and told them the situation. Unfortunately, they could not do me a deal. I still have to pay full price for my next stallion semen. And the good thing about this is, I'll tell you the name of the stallion I'm trying now. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail, but to be honest, you'll all know the name I'm about to say. Everyone knows this stallion. He's very popular, and he was my first choice, and that is Franklin. If we get a positive pregnancy to Franklin, for those of you who don't know Franklin, I will go through everything about him when we have a positive pregnancy scan. But Franklin was my first choice, and the only reason I didn't go with Franklin is because he has 1 dose and not 3. And I told Noelle that, and she's like, honestly, I've had so much luck with Franklin. 1 dose, I believe, is more than enough, especially with a mare like Bambi. So it should be here in 3 days, once I've processed my contract and my payment. And as for the remainder of the Total Hope semen, I will have that still. I'm keeping the last 2 doses. What I'm going to do with it, I'm not sure, but I have it. Whether I try again next season with Bambi and Total Hope, I could do that, or I wait till I have another mare and use it then. I have that for life until I use it. I mean, I'll talk to my vet more and more about it, but I feel like hopefully Bambi will fall pregnant to Franklin. And then maybe next year, after she's like, you know, she's done this, we'll try one more time with Total Hope. And then if she doesn't catch with that dose, we won't try the 3rd and final dose on her, and I will save that for another horse. But I have it, I've paid for that, so I have 2 more doses waiting. And it doesn't matter what horse I use that with, I just need to, when I do it, I need to tell IHB what horse it has been used on. The big thing about breeding, and I was well prepared, not for this instance, but well prepared to be spending more money. You know, I was prepared for it to not be like straightforward and everything happened first go, of course. I just want to stress this so much because I am lucky that I did do the right thing, and that I am really prepared for instances where price can go up dramatically. If I had not saved the amount of money I had saved for this would not be as like, yep, okay, like, yep, I'll go get another stallion semen, I'll go pay for that, yep, no worries. I would not have been able to do that. Yeah, well, although I wasn't prepared to swap stallions completely and have to pay for a whole new set of doses from a different stallion, I was prepared for things to happen and issues to happen. So I had enough money set aside specifically for Bambi's breeding, where I've not had to touch any of my other savings accounts at all. And I had an amount of money that I really didn't think I would use or get close to. But because of this big instance of having to ship more semen from Germany over, I am prepared for this. Just sucks, you know. It would have been nice if everything was really easy and cost a lot less, you know, didn't cost the full amount that I've saved, but at this rate it will have cost the full amount I've saved. But in saying that, it is still much cheaper than I would pay to actually buy a horse like this on the ground. The money I've spent, well, the money I will have spent by the end of this is probably not even half the price of what this horse will cost, because it's a very, very well-bred horse on both lines. So anyway, Bambi will be going back for another scan on Tuesday, and then we are starting the whole thing over again and trying with a different stallion. It's just frustrating, honestly. Like, it's just frustrating. But especially when it's like, we couldn't have done anything differently. My mare did everything she was supposed to do, and I just have to do it all over again. Anyway, I'm gonna fill this out, send more money away, and I guess I'll bring you guys back Tuesday. I don't know, Tuesday's not gonna be too exciting because it's just another scan, but I'll show a little clip from Tuesday anyway, just so you guys can follow the whole thing.
Here we have Franklin. I think a lot of people, they know Franklin. I think he has been producing fantastic horses for a very long time now. He's by Ampere Faro, top mechanic, super hind legs. I don't think we have a horse here at the place who has more power behind as he has. We have now seen the most expensive foals in Europe for many years in a row from Franklin. But also now they get older, we have some amazing young horses in stock from Franklin. We have some stallions here in our collection, the Finest Hour, for example, and France, and others as well. I think we can say that this stallion here, he's really a stallion who is going to stay for a very, very long time in the top breedings.
Here we have Franklin. This stallion has shown now everything in the breeding. I think he produced amazing foals and unbelievable horses for dressage. At the moment the stable is full of them. We have here a trot which has everything we want. Hind legs, front legs, knees. He is really easy to collect. See here when he do his half passes. Also he keep the swing, he really can lift up the right leg. Look at this, very good. Super. He was very successful now in small tour, and now we moved up here to the Grand Prix. See here the passage. Yeah, not so much to say about it. Yeah, and really now we try to get back slowly, and he really shows now fantastic talent for piaffe and passage. The same as his offsprings looks like. See here the extended trot. Look how he can push off the ground. Very, very nice. The canter is nice uphill. We see also from the offsprings that the canter, sometimes they start a little bit flat when you see a 3-year-old, but after a certain time it really starts to come up like him here. He was a bit the same. It's seldom you can improve the canter that much, but through the riding you can really do a lot with the canter because he had such a strong hind legs. Sönke Rodenberger has an amazing one. Look at this canter. Very, very good. Super pushing off. He have the register, small collected canter, and really also can really move forward. Yeah, the changes. Very good. Also here, really powerful and really uphill. Start the 1/10s, and again here, very, very nice. Super. Still everything a bit green to go into the Grand Prix, but it's almost there now. And if you look at the pirouettes here as well, how he can sit really so strong on his hind leg, and that's what we need in the breeding. Strong hind legs to make it easier for the collected stuff. And what we also see, the character for his offsprings, they are also unbelievable. You will see a few stallions here in our program, but a lot of people, we heard that he's hot, but he's just amazing, I think.
Ready for her first scan of her next cycle. And Skittles is here too, so she can get scanned again. You excited, Bambi? You know the drill by now, at least. Skittles. Skittles is a thoroughbred mare, and she is 7, as you can see from her brand. She's 7. She's actually Bambi's age. Oh. Bam. What doing? Bambi has found that the wool tastes really good and keeps licking the wool. No. Stop it. We're getting a bit impatient now. Stop it. We're getting a bit impatient now because we've been waiting for a bit, but she's been very good. Now she's just starting to get a bit over it. Stop, please. Good girl. Boop. Today is the day. I didn't film when I got the news about Bambi's embryo, like actually getting an embryo, because I was away on holidays and I was literally just coming out of a massage. We did get an embryo from Bambi with the Franklin semen today, and then on that day it was put straight into Skittles, the surrogate, and today is the day that do our 14-day scan with Skittles. I was very, very stressed, obviously, for the like getting the embryo, because I was really worried about that. The high of that lasted 3 days, and I've been stressed ever since about this scan. So if Skittles is pregnant, we're pretty good from here on in. But this is just the scan to see if Skittles took the embryo. I'm nervous. I am very, very nervous. Because I don't want to have to do this all over again for a third time. Especially because we got the embryo where, like, Bambi did her part. I just hope Skittles has done her part. Anyway, I'm gonna go get it. Well done, Skittles! Skittles did her job. Bambi's got her bum to us. Skittles is currently 14 days in Foal to Miss Bambi's baby. You're gonna have a baby. She's like, but I'm not. Well, Skittles is gonna have your baby. Thoughts? We're gonna have a baby Bambi. You have no idea what's going on. No idea. Ah, we're gonna have a little baby from you. She says, I don't care. I want to watch the ducks on the dam. You did your job, and Skittles did her job. Didn't you, Skits? Skitty, skitty, Skittles. Hey, you're pregnant. You're pregnant. He's like, I know, I've done this before. I know the drill. Oh, I bawled my eyes out with happy tears on the way home. Multiple times. Because I was stressing myself out so much on the way over. I was like, do I try again? Do I keep going? Like, and I was working out how much I've spent and if it's worth it to keep spending, or if I should just, you know, not keep putting my money into it. But didn't have to think about that in the end because it all went well. But I'm not kidding when I say I literally felt physically sick on the way over with nerves. So the relief I had when my vet said, there's our baby. Oh, I am so happy. I am so happy. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. It's been over a month of, oh, more than that, because I started filming when I first signed the first semen contract. Wow. So yeah, I am going to end the vlog here because I'm going to do a whole separate video for when the foal is here. I hope you guys enjoyed this and enjoyed me taking you along with us. Her next scan is going to be on the 3rd of January, but I want to post this before then. We're in the clear pretty much. This is the hardest part done. So I highly doubt that she'll lose it. Touch wood. Touch wood. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this type of video because I'll do plenty more to do with this and more, and I'm just so happy. I'm so happy. All right, see you guys.